Yo, good morning. Welcome everybody. How's it going? How we doing today? Today is Friday. Yo, let's go. OG Shakespeare with the beer raid. Wait, did it go through or is it figurative? Either way, welcome in. How we doing? I see we've got VOX. Hi VOX. Sparky Snickle, the 11 herself. Vox Machina, keep your top shot. Welcome guys. OG Shakespeare, Ben. Cold Cuts and Cheese with the resub. Thanks Cold Cuts. CCNC. Yep, that's the new emote. It got immediately approved, so we get to use it today. So that's nice. But welcome in. It's the V Penguin emote. Guys, I made a deal last night. And the deal went through this morning. Because I made somebody sit, on my offer overnight. And they immediately, when I woke up, they were like, okay, I'll take your offer. So I bought an asset. And I'm pretty happy with how much I paid for it. Let me just set the playing field here. Yeah, I bought an asset. Who knew? Yo, what up? Vox Machina with the resub from Kincaid. Thank you very much, Vox Machina. Vox, have you been streaming lately? Or taking a little break, I guess? Just curious. But yes, thank you very much for the resub. Appreciate it. Merrick Marks here. How you doing, Merrick? Guys, check it out. I paid pretty good price for it. And right now you can't see it. But now you can. This bad boy. 600 sand I paid for it. And I'm going to put him as the final boss for this map. For the Iron Gauntlet, he's going to be the final boss. So I'm pretty excited about that. For free? No, not for free. But what's nice is he has a ton of custom animations. What's not nice is I found a glitch with one of them. So it kind of sucks that I have to be the one that finds these things. Because these are like professionally done assets. These took somebody a very long time to make. But one of his animations doesn't loop properly. Let me just show it to you. But only you guys will know. Nobody else is really going to pay attention to this. Whenever I buy an asset, like Sandbox specific, I do look at these things. Like before I make the purchase button, before I click it, I look to see like, oh, You know, did they take the time to look at, you know, all of the animations? And make sure everything, you know, like connected. So it's a little bit frustrating. But at the same time, like I made that choice. I was like, I still want this asset. So we can take a look here. His run animation, specifically, doesn't loop properly. Like you can see the back legs. But I think every other asset or every other animation for this guy works perfectly. But it just happens to be the run, the back legs. And this is for every single one of these dragons. The back legs just snap.
Perfection.
That's my favorite one. Yay, Sparky! I love to hear it. It's very like Sandbox theme. Like the colors of it. That's what helped me make that choice. Was the Sandbox colors. Also, I got the good deal. Everybody else is asking for like an ETH, you know, which is roughly... Wait, 1 ETH is like $1,000. So I paid 600 sand, which, you know, at today's rate is about $500. So this is, you know, a legendary quality asset. I love it a lot. And I look forward to making a boss fight from him. So one thing we might explore today is chaining animated animations. However, from what I understand, is that animated components are getting a huge upgrade next Game Maker patch. So I probably won't focus too much on animating him. But I do want to kind of give him a hidden reveal in a way. Yeah, Vox Machina finalizing your workshop collab. That sounds awesome, Vox Machina. Look forward to hearing more about that. Screenshot and send it. Was that an NFT joke? That's funny. Wet Noodle, welcome in. How's it going, Wet Noodle? Yeah, good price. Thanks, OG. But yeah, everybody's asking about, you know, $1,000 USD for these guys. And I got it for about 500 USD. So I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, cold cuts. Is there a specific animation that comes to mind? I know the what's nice, or I guess not nice, but interesting, is when you interact as the Snoop Dogg, it'll kind of glitch. And so that's when I first got the Snoop as a gift from Meads. Thank you again, Meads, for the nice gift. It, like I was hoverboarding. That's what I called it. So if you like approach an interactive object, such as this door here, you can see I can start hoverboarding, which means, you know, spamming the interact button. And it just lets me glide. Yeah, that one. But if I were to change myself to like the Halfd0rk NPC, which I actually found there's a bug in this guy. There's a missing block in between my eyebrows. So it's like the opposite of a unibrow. I guess you could say he's got like that caveman forehead structure. But he's missing like 2 blocks in between his eyebrows. But yeah, he, on the other hand, he doesn't even have an interact button. Interesting. So he doesn't do the interact animation. But as for our dragon here, there's going to be a lot of mechanics that will incorporate him. And so we might, you know, talk about some of the things we could do. But I want him to spawn. And when he spawns, like it's like going to be this entire event. I kind of want there to be like a rip in space-time to where you're fighting him in a different kind of world. And so I have like some space blocks here. And it might be, you know, difficult to set up. But this whole project that I have right here is supposed to be difficult. So we're going to test a few things. And we're going to use our dragon as kind of like the bait or the decoy, I suppose. So here's what we're going to try to do first. I want to see if I can make him invisible and then trigger his visibility. So he'll be, by default, invisible. But I want to see if I can toggle that behavior. We're going to make a sign here. That will toggle dragon visibility. So we'll do turn on, off. We'll try this toggle button. So we'll do dragon invis. And so by default, it's going to be true. And then the sign here, we're going to give a button with dragon invis. So I don't think this will work, but I want to test it regardless. So by default, he's going to be invisible. If I click this, that's technically supposed to turn off his invisibility. But it doesn't look like it will. Let's have him visible as a truth. And then we'll toggle it this way. And that doesn't do it. What else? We can perhaps check his visibility here. But that doesn't do anything. What else can we test? Because I can't have this dragon just immediately visible. Well, I could, in fact, do that. Like, I can have him just flying around the castle. There's nothing wrong with that. So let's just take a look at how wide his bird behavior will be. Pretty cool, though. Just to have him flying around like that. Although he's so large, he kind of turns at like an angle. So it doesn't really look natural. So now let's see what happens if I turn off his behavior. He's actually out of range. We want his height. Adjust some of these things. That dragon's over 512? Yes, it is. So they made this dragon, I think like the max of 5k faces. But yeah, it's over 512. I think assets over 512 are permitted. I know a lot of people haven't tried to make assets this big, but as long as you're under 5k faces, you should be good. There's also a chance that Sandbox kind of made an exception for this asset. But just looking at it, it's relatively basic. Like, it doesn't have like scales, for example. There's like giant blocks that make up its limbs. There's cool talons. And like its face, it's pretty bulky. You know, it's just colored. Freaking amazing, right? Less than 5,000 faces. Ooh, Keratros, by the way. And Keeper Top Shot, I know you're here too. I made test versions of your NFTs. Who else? Anybody else here that has an NFT commissioned? So because you guys are here, you guys want to take a peek? We can take a look at Keratros and Keeper Top Shot. So these are works in progress, of course. Well, Keratros, yesterday was a very do what I want day. And I wanted to make NFTs. The node limit, that's true, Vox Machina. Hey, Noble's here too. Noble, I also got to work on yours. I should probably open up Photoshop because yours is like a two-part piece. So is Dilectronics. Both of them had interesting inspiration. But let's just take a look real quick. Here is Keratros, the starting kind of like rough draft Keratros. And I will talk with you about revisions, colors, you know, what you like, what you don't like. Very regal, I think. Yeah, very, it's like medieval meets sci-fi crossover. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Hey, Tom! Welcome, Tom. Hey, Marley. Marley Man Hook is here, too. What up, guys? Welcome. So, yeah, if Keeper Top Shot, if you're still here, I will show yours as well. But I'm opening up Photoshop because Noble asked for a very specific combination. And so I need to piece it together. But I really like Noble's idea. And that is Keratros here in chat. But I rendered these overnight. Hey, glad you love it. Oh, OG Shakespeare, are you here? OG Shakespeare, I also made yours. Photoshop crashed on me, rip. So I don't want to show the others unless the people are here. So I've got Keeper Top Shot, OG Shakespeare, Zumzy. We did peek at Zumzies. I've got Rad Condads. And these are all, you know, first like rough drafts. So here is OG Shakespeare. OG Shakespeare, it's a work in progress, but I kind of went full meme on it.
You know, you have a choice to win, and you win.
Winning.
I'm sorry, winning.
So he's got OG written on his forehead. And then I basically found a beer can and put an anime face on it. Lovely. Okay, Photoshop, I want you to work for me. So feast your eyes on on OG. So nobles, I'm gonna have to do a little bit more photoshopping, but I just want to give the impression. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Okay, so just keep in mind this is a work in progress. It's not final. Let me save it. All right, cool. Saved it. So this is Noble coming up. So he wanted a lion in a suit. So the mane is actually much larger than I anticipated. Very regal. This is Halfd0rk. And so kind of like almost mob, like mafia suit with the lion makes it feel as though like he is some sort of, you know, king of the underbelly in a way. I don't know, I just really like the lion head, the lion suit. But we're gonna keep tweaking it. I think the head's a little bit too big. But also that's because of the mane. The mane's huge. And yeah, I photoshopped it together just as a sample. This is not the finished product. But who else? I'm gonna write down the remaining people in chat. So when they, you know, hop back on, like I know Keeper Top Shot did pop on for a bit. So when Keeper Top Shot comes back, we'll show his. We've got D-Electronics. We've got Zumzy. And Rad Condad. And Maxi Mac. So those are the ones that we can also show off. And these are all, you know, first drafts. So I'm going to send whispers to each of you. Make sure you got what you like. So what else? With this dragon, there's a lot that I want to do with them. But I do want there to be like this cinematic approach. And I'm hoping, you know, next Game Maker patch that we're going to get a lot more options when it comes to things like that. With like a timeline of animations, pretty much. So that being said, is there anything else I should give him? I wonder what Citizen would look like. Doesn't look like I can choose what animation he uses. Same with like Predator Prey. Those are all kind of linked. I still don't know what this does. The dev only waygate. Oh. So this is how you would connect a land to another land. But it doesn't work because we can't even tell it where to go. Okay, so what I want then is to have a bird behavior attached to this one. I'm also going to have a small item inside of him that will act as a plant behavior, destroying him. And that's important simply because the bird behavior has taken up, you know, its own slot on the dragon. So if I add anything else in terms of behaviors, they need to be on a parented object. So the idea being, I want to be able to destroy the dragon. So after image, dragon. And he will be then destroyed and respawned. So we'll do kill.dragon. So he'll be killed and then respawn somewhere down here. So we're going to give him This is kind of like Minecraft rules, but I might try to kind of encourage it for when I start teaching more and making more tutorials. But having like a cage act as the asset spawner for, you know, just a default behavior-based asset. So we want it to be invisible, no collisions, and it's going to be spawning our dragon. And that's going to happen when that same kill dragon message goes out. And he's going to have a health component, and he'll be a melee enemy. And so he'll spawn right there on the ground. But at first, he's going to be flying around. And we want to parent the dragon to our small after image here, which at this time is going to be not hidden that well. So we want to hide it underground, and then the dragon itself we're going to put above ground. We'll see how this plays out. So you can see the dragon's flying around, no problems. But when I send out this message, it kills the dragon that's flying around and spawns this one here. However, he's not currently attacking me. Also, his hitbox is huge. Like, I'm colliding with him right now. And it's because of how large he is. But this is actually kind of a problem. But yeah, the new problem is also, like, he's not attacking me. So I think that has to do with the distance from this asset spawner. So, like, he's, like, kind of stuck inside of the cage in a way. And we're also going to give him no collisions. So the player can technically run through him, which I don't really want. But that's just the way it is. Yeah, so that collision box, Tom, that's going to be a problem, I think. These are the types of things that, you know, as much as I'd like to say I thought about in advance, I kind of knew I would have to make some sacrifices. But I still... But it's a sacrifice I am willing to make. Okay, thank you, Farquad. So before we continue, I want there to be a bit of a delay before he spawns. So we're gonna do another number pad here, specifically to have like a timer in between his spawn. So that's going to be a health component. And we can take a look at the cage here. It has this default tag. So something I might start doing, just kind of to encourage it, is using these default tags. So asset space spawner, capitalized. We can immediately go into our health component, and we can say send to tags. It's going to go to every single asset spawner. But only this one's going to understand that message that we decide. So we'll have spawn dragon. And this asset is going to die based on kill.dragon. It'll only happen once. Our asset spawner then is waiting for spawn.dragon. And it's already got that tag set up. So take a look at this. We've got our dragon flying around. So he'll immediately die, but then after a second delay, he'll respawn. However, he's not currently chasing me. So this has to do with the asset itself. Something is not communicating properly with when he's spawning. So we're going to keep taking a look at him. So for example, I can make another one another one. And this one will have, by default, the melee enemy. And we'll see if he can attack me. Or if there's like a problem. So right now he is not attacking me. So that tells me that I have a collidable surface here, such as this utility wall that I made, that is preventing him from attacking me. And I'm also going to adjust my floor here. Just to give him more space to breathe, I suppose. So I want the dragon to attack me. Hit me. So right now he's not doing what I want him to do. Okay, this one's if he thought about it. He literally thought about it. And then he stopped thinking. I don't know why he chose not to. We'll set him to the side for the moment. Okay. I have to be this close to him for him to attack me. But we at least kind of fixed that. Interesting. So his detection range is very small. Also, his animations are very poorly timed. 1001, 1002. Takes 2 seconds for his attack to go through. 1001. Let's say it again. 1001, 1002. Yep, about 2 seconds before his attack hits. Which doesn't one-shot me, but it hurts. So this is going to be a challenge, I would say, to make him, you know, like a workable boss fight. I want him to do a variety of things. Like, I want to explore the possibilities of making him use, like, breath attacks and such. But those types of mechanics, like, I have to look at his behaviors. I have to use animated decoration. And if I do use animated decoration, I have to hide this dragon somewhere on my map. So that begs the question, where would I hide him? It's a pretty big dragon. Yeah, we're thinking about it. But yeah, I'm glad I could share this, I guess, purchase with you all. I'm pretty happy with how much I paid. I think, you know, the seller needed to liquidate, and so it cost me 600 sand. I'm pretty happy about it. When they first went on sale, they were 250. So that's worth noting, I suppose. So 250 when they first came out, and they sold out immediately. So I did have to pay a premium. But we're going to take a quick break. We're going to play some marbles. I'm going to go use the restroom while we're loading it up. His face looks like Zillow Beast. Ooh. I kind of want to look that up now. The Zillow Beast? I haven't watched Clone Wars in a long time. Did you watch Star Wars Rebels, Caratros? I feel like I'm one of the few people that even knew about that animated series. It was pretty good. Oh, I see. This is the Zillow Beast. That's very cool. Very cool. Yeah, 100% Kitchos. I thought it was, you know, top tier. It's just, I don't think it went, like, it didn't release at a good time. And so a lot of people weren't really happy with Star Wars. Like, that was like Force Awakens and stuff. So people were like, oh, not so great. Okay. Try this one. Alright, so I'm going to step away for a moment. You guys can do exclamation point play to get in here. Be right back. Hey, what up, 9A? Welcome. Merrick sent me a meme that is fit for the moment. Let's take a look. Well, guys, I am extremely tired. And so... the orc. Hey, half orc, half man, 9A. I'm very tired. There is a chance we might end the stream early today. But, yeah, Caratros with Kenobi. Are you saying it's gotten worse? I've only watched the first two episodes. No spoilers. No spoilers. Hey, good May, Little Legion. Welcome. Tom, good May to you. 9A, welcome in. So Merrick sent us a meme. Take a look real quick. You can do it. I remember all of those movies. Rob Schneider and Adam Sandler's best years. SSK Wolf, welcome. Stopped on the third, don't want to watch anymore for now. Yeah. I don't know, I thought people were enjoying it. Hey, Archiflu, welcome. Hey guys, exclamation point play if you want to play. I'm going to go ahead and hit the button. We'll probably do 2 races. But we're going to find a stopping point probably around 9 o'clock today. Oh, go west. I don't know if you can make it during the countdown. I can't stop the countdown either, which kind of sucks. All right, the racers are off. Noble already falling off. How did that happen, Noble? See you later. If you somehow made your way all the way to the bottom, Noble, are you still on the racetrack? Noble's cheating. Guys, Noble's cheating. Actually, are you stuck? I guess so. Noble's like stuck. Everybody else still making their way. I didn't get enough sleep. I took a nap in the middle of the day yesterday, and that messed up my entire sleep schedule. But long story short, my sleep schedule has been off, and I'm in the process of redoing everything. Alright, so it looks like we have Tom, Vox Machina, maybe OG Shakespeare, and Zumsy here, all fighting for first. This might be a Tom Voxel victory. Can it be? Could it be? Maybe it is. Here he goes. There's Tom with the victory. GG! Congratulations. Well played. 5th CC. Let's go, Tom. So that means, Tom, if you want... wiggle. You could, if you wanted to, redeem those 5 creator coins. I'll send you the form. But I'm writing your name down now. Congratulations. That's Tom Voxel victory. Tom goes to the museum.
Do it.
Do it. Tom just says do it. Okay, I'm on it, Tom. I'm on it. Alright, let me send you that form real quick before I forget. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Wait.
There's more! Yes, we are gonna race one more time. So it's actually waiting for... it's waiting for Noble to finish, but Noble got stuck.
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening!
It's happening.
Everybody stay calm! What?
It's happening.
We suck again!
Noble is very stuck right now, and it'll take a full minute for it to kick him out. He was stuck on the fancy part. You can't stop the countdown? Yeah. So I guess I have to, like, wait for, you know, everybody to enter before I start the countdown. That's all.
This is parkour.
Parkour.
Internet sensation of 2004.
Parkour! Parkour!
Parkour.
Parkour!
Okay, everybody's just doing parkour.
This is parkour.
Thank you, Dorkbot. Hey, Metaverse guy, what up? Oh no! What up? Welcome in. Yeah, hope you're all having a nice Friday. We play D&D later today. If you guys like D&D or just want to enjoy our shenanigans, we're going to a haunted house with the Sand fam. It's going to be me, Panda, Joe, Brad Condad, and Lucas is right, and King of Crypto. And so the 5 of them plus me. So I'm like the storyteller, I'm the dungeon master. And then they're the party. So they're going on an adventure in a haunted house. That's this afternoon, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 7 p.m. UTC. So if you guys want to check it out, that'll be later today. Good luck, racers. Oh yeah, V is showing off the new emote we made. It's the V penguin. Alright, racers are out. I still don't think it's fair that Zumsy has a literal race car. I also have a custom skin, but mine's just green. Alright, here they go. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Looks like Noble speeding on past these obstacles. Wait, no, he got stuck. Instead, it's Wet Noodle and Zumsy in their race car. Oh, Zumsy got stuck. The camera's going a little bit faster than I'm used to. Oh, Jayona's here. Hi, Jayona. I don't think I said hi. Archer Flu, passing on through. What are you gonna do about Archer Flu? Here comes Archer Flu. Archer Flu is getting through. Oh my goodness. What about you? You guys are too slow for Archer Flu. GG! Well played. Congratulations, Archer Flu. Well played. That's one creator coin for you. Alright, that's enough racing for one day. Wet Noodle. Taking your time. Obeying the laws of traffic. Wait. Skadoosh. New track record. Congratulations, Archer Flu. I think you are now literally the world record holder. So if you see top right, that was the previous record. Archer Flu stomped it by over 5 seconds. So top right was the previous record. Archer Flu coming in hot. Congratulations. You don't get anything special for that. But it's just worth noting. Alright, we're back to the game maker. So this was, you know, our kind of exploration of behaviors today was this dragon. But there's so much I can do with him, but also not enough. Like, I can do a lot of things, but I can't really customize them the way I want. At least not now in the current Game Maker iteration. But we're going to take a look at some other behaviors. We're going to try the Predator. See how that works. And then components. Is there anything else I can do with him? No. Let's see what happens. So he dies, respawns. Now he's a predator. He's a Halfd0rk. So he's not really attacking me. There he goes. Now he's attacking me. But the range of him is so small. Like, he's kind of like running around randomly. So this is going to be a tricky one, trying to get him to work. I think what's going to happen is we're going to try and segment his body in ways. This will be interesting. So how would we do that? Well, I want to segment his body. So that means like each limb might be like a small beaver. I'm just getting started. That's just not how we're ending it. It's not just... That's it. His limbs aren't going to have... So I don't think his limbs need a behavior. Instead, they're going to have like a... They need to like follow him. So what I'll do is I'll make them prey. And so the food... Hey, Wet Noodle, what up? Welcome back. The food... That means he could eat the dragon, so we don't want that, but I do want to see how it interacts. So it's spawning the dragon. This beaver here is basically going to eat the dragon. So what I want to happen is I want the dragon to be limbed. Like he's going to... And I guess I can't do that with the asset spawner right now. So that being said, I'm just going to put my bird dragon over there. I'm going to use this dragon for these types of mechanics. And then we'll see what happens after that. So what we'll do is we're going to have each of these beavers act as like a limb. And they're going to be invisible, but they're supposed to kind of be attached to him. So I'm probably going to parent these invisible beavers. And so when we attack and destroy the beaver, it's going to deal damage to our dragon. So let's just take a look at how that might interact. Well, we want it to maybe... we're not going to have a behavior at first. We're going to want it to deal damage to the dragon. So we'll do damage... Let's see if this works. Damage 250. Send to dragon when we destroy the beaver. So this will be beaver dragon leg 1. So we can go to the dragon here. And we'll attach the leg, the beaver dragon leg 1, and hide him. Our dragon, on the other hand, we want him to not display any health, just for testing. Oh yeah, here's that problem again with the collision. So what we'll do then is we're also going to make collidable objects, perhaps even using the beaver as the collision-based object. So I kind of want to make something collidable, but I also can't because that would interrupt him. Like he won't be able to walk. So that's like a catch-22 in a way. Like I want there to be a collidable object so that the player can't just walk through the dragon, but I also can't make a collidable object on the dragon because that would prevent the dragon from moving because he's colliding with an object. So let's see what happens. So right now he is able to attack. He's able to move. And we can hurt him. We can actually attack him. However, our beaver is not really receiving damage. So we're going to take a look at that. We're going to open up the dragon leg again. We're going to make him visible. And we're going to watch and see where the beaver goes. He's going to be just outside his leg. So I think whenever he rotates, it's going to throw the beaver around. So there we go. Now I'm dealing damage to the beaver. So we just destroyed the beaver. It didn't deal the damage. So couple things. I want there to be like a damage function for our dragon. So we'll try something else. We're going to do message broadcaster. The beaver dragon leg 1. Yeah. I'm a little bit delirious right now. No regrets. So we want damage, specific tags and range. I'll actually try selected actors, and we're going to use the dragon. So there's 2 different dragons. we can damage both of them, actually. So we can choose both of them. And then we want beaver death. We'll do kill beaver. No, beaver death's fine. So that means when this beaver dies, which we're going to try and put him like in front of the hand or like on the inside. It looked like I was able to reach the inside better. And so when he dies, we're going to send out beaver.death, and that's going to go to our message broadcaster. Beaver death. Honestly, that's not a bad band name. Not a bad name at all. So interestingly enough, and this is something I'm trying to incorporate more, is we want to use these default tags. By default, the game maker's like, hey, here's some tags to get you started. So it has tools and message broadcaster. So and figuratively, I can use either of those for my health component to communicate. So I'm going to test that out. We're going to do message space broadcaster. And I'm going to give him less health. So it'll take like one swing for me to destroy him. There we go. So I actually dealt damage on a much greater scale. So I dealt 250 damage to him. And so that means if I were to have all 4 legs, so we have our beaver, this would be leg 2. We'll have one in the back. This would be leg 3. This would be leg 4. And so each one of these will be attached to the dragon, so they'll rotate and move with him. I'm actually going to try and hide him this time. And I'm going to make the health on our dragon visible, so maybe we can see the life bar go up and down. But in theory, I should be able to slash his legs now. I'm not hitting the beavers. There's a beaver. There's a beaver. There's a beaver. So whenever I see 11 damage, I'm hitting a beaver. And so now we've slain the dragon by first going after his beavers. Yeah, game jams will do that to you. A hostile tag on the beavers? Well, I don't want the beavers to move, Little Legion. But I think you might be onto something. Beaver Slayer. I want them to represent his legs, and I want the dragon not to receive damage unless I damage a beaver. And so this goes to the health component. The health component itself is a little bit... What's the word? It's not consistent. Because, like, I can heal him over time, but that won't do me any good. Interesting. So I've updated everything I could. Let's give him an insane attack range. So now he's going to, like, lash out at us from a greater distance he should. Yeah, this is just the logic, I suppose, that we have to work with. He's just kind of ignoring me. But we can see now he's actually blocking attacks. But if I destroy one of his arms, I can't really represent that, you know, like one of his arms is destroyed. But we can see it deals a large amount of damage. And now if I destroy the last leg, that kills him. Yeah, definitely more attacks. I agree, Little Legion. He does have a very awesome, like, breath attack. And so this goes back to, like, how many animations I can attach to him. I'm using his melee enemy behavior. And if he has the melee enemy behavior, I can't tell him what animations to use. Yo, what up, Wicked? Welcome. Hey, yo. Ha! Tom Voxel, that's not a bad idea. Each one of his fingers is a beaver. However, like, the issue now is, like, I can't represent that. So I can't, like, show, like, oh, you destroyed this finger, because I can't make the finger go away, you know? Curious, though. Maybe I can? Okay, let's go to our beaver. Maybe I can make the beaver spawn something. So we'll have it spawn an alpha shield. No, it won't be connected. It won't be connected. As in, like, it won't follow the dragon's movement. It'll spawn the alpha shield, that won't be a problem, but it won't be parented. Yeah, I think the alpha shield's a good representation, though. So what we could do, or try, and Little Legion, I think you're on to the same idea here, is let's use something that represents it. So the alpha shield. This will be Dragon Toe 1. And so let's just put this, like, on top of one of his toes. And so every time I destroy one of his toes, it's going to deal damage to him. So it's basically like the beaver idea, except maybe on, like, a smaller scale. So, and yeah, Tom, thank you for this idea as well. So it's more like we have to go and destroy every single toe, and that's how we'll deal damage to him, because he's blocking attacks. So we can do a health, and it's going to be sending Beaver Death to all of our tools. So again, I'm practicing with using the default tags here. So we want to hide the health bar, though. So it's sending out Beaver Death, which is then received by our message broadcaster. Excuse me. Dealing damage. We'll do 100. So we're going to have 10 fingers and toes. And I mean, it's not exactly the best place or the best asset, you know, for this. But it kind of allows us to, you know, make that mechanic. It allows us to, you know, fight a boss without just a hack and slash. And it means we have to, like, tactically roll around him. So we'll attach each of these. I'm going to make 10 of them before we test it. I'm also going to save it, because Game Maker things. Yeah, 10 fingers and toes. Little Legion true. Beavers are one of the deadliest creatures on Mother Earth. Now it looks like he's all bedazzled out, like he's ready for a night out. He did his fingernails. He painted himself up. He's ready to, you know, meet his mate. Looks like you just got a mani-pedi. Fun fact, I asked my friends if they wanted to get a mani-pedi. Like, it was my idea. And, you know, I had other things to do that week. And I was like, oh, okay, weekend's here. You guys want to go get a mani-pedi? And they told me they went and got one without me. This was like a year ago, and I haven't forgiven my friends since. But they assumed that I didn't want it. It was one of those weird, like, I subconsciously put the idea in their heads, but then I got busy, so they just assumed I didn't want it. Which, by the way, a mani-pedi sounds awesome. Like, guys, like, don't be afraid to get a mani-pedi. Because it's like one of those things where someone's taking care of you. You know, they're cleaning out the gunk in your toenails. Nothing wrong with that. Let's go. Where are we going, Go West? Oh, do you want to go get a mani-pedi with me? 987A, you can sell that, you know, for a lot of, you know, sand on the marketplace. That toenail gunk. Sounds good, Go West. I'll meet you there. Okay, so we've saved it. We now have the alpha shields attached to his fingers. Let's take a look here. I might have to adjust the health on them. Yeah, they do have a lot of health. So I want to reduce the health on them. So the fastest way I can do that is to just kind of drag select. Because shift select doesn't currently work. So I'm going to drag select them all. We'll go into the health component. And we're going to give them 1 health. And then our dragon here, he'll have his max health. Well, as we just saw here, the toenails don't move with his actual attack. Which is kind of annoying. But I'm glad we tried it. I'm glad we tried it. Ooh, yeah, and also when he's running. They don't move with him. Which I guess is to be expected. Huh. The other alpha shields don't have 1 health. I don't know why that is. Yeah, the alpha shields reset. So not all of them have 1 health at the moment. That one had 1 health. This one has 506 health. Ugh. You have to be a cat to have movable toenails. Ugh. Maybe cats are related to dragon. Could be. Perhaps. What else? Well, I really liked the idea here. Like, there was potential. But now we know. Excuse me. Ooh, here's an idea. Riddle me this, everybody. Riddle me this. These all can be invisible, like his toenails. His toenails are invisible, but then they drop his toenails. So they'll, when they're destroyed, they will drop a toenail, kind of representing that we removed a toenail from him. So what might those do? What might the toenails do? Which I probably will end up like making an asset. Like I'll try and recreate this, which is a pretty simple shape. We can't, again, represent it on the body of the dragon itself. Like we couldn't remove it. So maybe these toenails, when they drop, they're going to have the collectible, but they're also going to have a message go out. I would like for that message to heal the player. So let's say you pick up a toenail, it heals you. So how would that work? Well, I would need it to connect to the collectible. And we need a lamp here. So I use lamps for message broadcasters. It's just my preference. But with this lamp, it's going to be a message broadcaster that sends out heal. We'll do 10 to start. And it goes specifically to the player, the avatar, when we collect. So, interesting. Okay, this is an idea. I can make this follow the dragon so that only when we're collecting objects within this yellow radius do we get healed. So that's interesting. Like, to have a message broadcaster attached to an enemy that then heals the player. And so we're going to hide it, so it's going to be invisible and not have collisions. Lastly, we are going to want to delete the other... I don't want to delete them yet. So instead, we'll do the drop and just attach that to all of these. So by default, the drop has collisions and collectible. So that's fine. Retractable toenails. The healing toenail. There's potential here. We have potential. Like, this is us making the best out of a bad situation. Like, we don't get a lot of boss mechanics, you know, when it comes to Game Maker at the moment. Also, I want the random offset. Maybe that'll be fun. So random offset the amount of distance that the asset spawns. Yeah, thanks everybody for joining me today. We're probably going to wrap up soon. I said that 30 minutes ago, but it is what it is. So the shield is what's being spawned. We only want one. So we're just gonna test out real quick, see what happens. We approach our dragon. I do need to take some damage. So go ahead and hurt me, dragon. Do your worst. Okay, so now I'm gonna destroy a toenail that I set up. So it spawns the toenail on the ground there. And then I pick it up. So I picked it up. I didn't see if it healed me. So there's a new toenail. We have 79. Okay, it did heal me. 89 health. And so now we're gonna hide the toenails so that when we destroy them, you know, that's when they drop. But, you know, this is an interesting test, I suppose. I'm not really a fan of this workaround, simply because I can't customize it. Like those actual literal toenails on the dragon. Like I would love to like make them be removed. But there's only so many things I can do. I do want these items to be collision based. Can I give it collision? Oh, I can. So I can make it collisions and gravity. So that way it just like kind of drops to the ground. So collisions, gravity. So I'm just going to do like this left hand, and then we'll probably call it a day after that. The mysteries of Halfd0rk. I'll bite your kneecaps off. Bite your kneecaps. Collisions and gravity. Collisions and gravity. And the last one for this hand. Do drop. 1/1 behavior. Collisions and gravity. And spawns a shield. Cool. The rest of them we're going to go ahead and hide as well. And we'll save it. So we can see his toenails fall to the ground here. And when I pick one up, it heals me. And they both healed me immediately, so that was nice. We can say the alpha shield is like a scale. The only problem is I can't name the alpha shield something else when it's dropped on the ground like that. So that's like a pitfall, I suppose. You can rename a dropped one? I'm looking at it now. We saw it named itself Alpha Shield. And all of them are currently labeled Alpha Shield Dragon Toe. I know you can rename a component collectible. However, these are based on the drop. And so because they're dropped, we don't get to edit this. Yeah. But I think you're right, Little Legion. Maybe we could instead have a collectible toe that is somehow separate. Just make it drop dragon eggs. Yeah, it's just pooping out little babies. And we, by picking up its babies, we damage it emotionally.
Emotional damage.
So this will be dragon toe. Can make a scalar toe. Yeah, I actually like scale. It actually fits this asset a little bit better. So we'll do dragon scale. And so what we can do is we can have these dragon scales spawn, so they're going to have a health component, when we destroy a beaver. Yo, our wheels! What up, dude? How to add light on an object. So, our wheels, welcome. You can currently add a rarity effect to any asset, and that is currently how we can add a light. Next Game Maker patch, we'll have more options. That's actually like one of the main kind of promises of the next Game Maker patch, which is about a month from now. Less than a month, hopefully. But it'll probably be like 1 to 2 months. Anyway, if you add a rarity effect right now, you can get a lighting effect. See? Like this. And that depends on the collisions of your asset. So for example, this sign here, you know, it's got that very small box around it. But if I were to add a rarity effect to my dragon here, it's going to be huge. Also, it's going to be a different color. So he's a legendary asset, so he has an orange light around him. My alpha shield right here is an epic, so it's going to have a purple color. So there's my dragon's color. So as a legendary, it's got that big orange one. And then the shield, its equipment's a little bit weird. So the shield itself is imagining there's a character holding it. So that's why it has this off-center kind of light. But yeah, just a fake light, you can do that. And then you can also like hide the shield. So the shield itself, like you can make invisible. And then you can position that somewhere. But yeah, I hope that helps you. Okay, so with our dragon scales, we're going to spawn them.
I'm here to party.
Yo, thanks for the follow. Our wheels, appreciate it. Much appreciated. Yeah, any questions? I'm more than happy to do so. Hey, Philip's here. Hey, Philip Light. Just came to greet you all. Thank you very much, Philip. Have yourself a nice day. Will there be a light effect on the shield if you equip it? I don't think so, Tom, but I like where your head's at. I do like where your head's at. Let's just test that a little bit. So, equipping it, I'm going to make 2 versions. I'm going to have one version that has collectible, and then the other one I'm going to give a pickable, so we can pick it up. And so both of these, we can see the purple glow. This one, when we pick up and we try to equip it, it doesn't keep the glow. However, this one, the glow also doesn't follow it when we drag it around or put it back down. But I did want to see how that worked. That's curious. Also, now I can't find the center of it again. Cool. Yay, I'm glad you guys are learning things. That's probably like the biggest objective I have is just to learn and explore mechanics when I'm streaming. And so if you guys are able to learn as well, that's fantastic. King of Crypto, what up, dude? Welcome in. Thank you very much for the resub. King, are you excited for D&D? Dungeons and Dragon, Dorks and Dames.
Hacker man. Hacker man.
King of Crypto. Heck yes. Can't wait. I do need to get a nap in before that. I slept like 3 hours. But I also took a fat nap. Like, I'm very bad at napping. My naps are 4 hours usually. Mine? So with our dragon toes, so here's the mechanic we're making, is we have each of our limbs. When we destroy it, it's dropping a dragon toe, but we also want it to say, you know, instead of alpha shield. So right now it's defaulting to alpha shield. We want it to instead say dragon scale. So we want to use the alpha shield, but we want to rename it. And so we're going to find a workaround for that. And so we're doing beaver.death, which is going to be sent to all of our tools. So for the test, this new test, we have beaver.death. Ignore the fact that beaver is the code word. It's a long story. But beaver.death. And so we're calling this a dragon scale. Yeah, let's test it. So we'll run up to the dragon. We'll slash his toenails. So we can see he dropped a couple. So let's just pick up the ones he dropped. One of them should be our toenail. Or a scale, I should say. I think it's this one here. Nope. Oh, I know why. We didn't tell it to respawn on him. So we want it to respawn. Respawn to tag. The tag's going to be toe. And so the toe tag will be our leg here. This one. We'll do leg. Or no, it'll be foot. So foot 2 will be the tag, just for clarity's sake. So our dragon scale will spawn on toe 2. Or no, foot 2. Foot 2. So now it's respawning once that beaver death dies. And it should happen when any of them die, so we can just hack and slash at his toes. Great. So we can see that yellow one here was our dragon scale. So now I want to pick it up. Where did it go? There it is, right there on the ground. So, a new problem. The collision of our shield is completely wrong. So, as you noticed, I just walked over where it was sitting. And I got the dragon scale. So that's a big problem. Like, collision-based objects are not respawning on his foot. So because this is a collision-based, like, collectible, it didn't respawn on his foot. So that's annoying. Heyo! Let's go. So, how can we fix that? Well, we can't really use the collectible then. Instead, welcome home. But yeah, Tom, I'm glad you had such an epic month. Congratulations on the marriage. That is fantastic. That is, like, amazing. And we're glad you're here. We all are. It's always nice to see friendly faces. Well, I guess friendly names. I can't really see your guys' faces. We know what Tom's face looks like, though. And it's pretty friendly. Let's see. So what can I do then? Well, we want to keep the dragon scale tag. we can't use respawn attack. Like, that just doesn't work. So this just doesn't work. Maybe if I gave it gravity, it would? No. On the bright side, I am getting stuck on his toes. Yeah, on the bright side. But as much as I want to use the alpha shield, it's simply because the health spawner is what's breaking. So rather than force the alpha shield to work, what I can do is I can make an asset literally called Dragon Scale. And we can fashion it after this character. So we're just gonna, I guess, test that. Just because I like what we're doing. This is fun. So let's just, take a quick screenshot of our dragon here. And we're gonna hop into Vox Edit. I'm gonna save Sandbox Maker and leave, so I can just load back in. So in Vox Edit, we're gonna do Dragon Scale. And I'm going to open up PureRef. So PureRef is a free-to-use software that allows you to put like any image on it to use as reference. And so it'll overlay on top of your Vox Edit, Photoshop, whatever you're using. So we can see here, like top left of the screen, I can move around that screenshot I took to get a better look at our dragon. So what I'll do is I'll try and make like this shape right here inside of Vox Edit. So what we'll do is we'll make a child node, controller, new child node, scale, new VXM, dragon scale. We'll go ahead and shrink it down. We'll do 4 high. We'll do 12 by 12. We'll start with the gray base. Then we'll give it a lighter gray. We'll remove the perimeter. And then we'll do the light blue, and then finally the white. Let's do light blue. And we can even speed things up by mirroring. And then finally we'll do the white. We'll just color the inside here. And we'll save. Put that here. And then we do want to go back in and make sure it's sent to the setter and then set to the floor. We'll save it. And boom! We got a dragon scale. It's a little bit thick. So I'm going to remove a little bit of thickness. We'll crop it. I did not make that dragon. That's a Planet Rift dragon. So King Crypto, I lucked out, I guess you could say. Right now, everybody's trying to sell them for like 1 Ethereum, which is, you know, $1,000 or more. I put a bid in for 600 sand, which I think is a fair price. When they first went on sale, they were 250, but they were bought out immediately. So 250 sand was the first price for these dragons. And so I offered 600 sand for this one. And I'm going to make it, you know, pretty much the final boss of my Iron Gauntlet experience. But I'm happy with it. And I look forward to using it. But now it's more like making mechanics work, which is pretty much the part of my entire stream, you know. It's like I'm trying to make interesting boss mechanics fights and stuff. Okay, so we've got our scale here. I'm pretty happy with it. We're gonna go ahead and save it and export to Marketplace. We'll do new asset. This will be, oh yeah, what's the name of our dragon? No, not ghost beavers. Yeah, it's a ghost beaver. It's it's a beaver dragon. Oh gosh, now I want to make a beaver dragon. What have I done? So, Silas dragon scale. Behaviors, we can't give it anything we want. Like, if I could, I would give it, like, collectible. But we can't add that on this screen. We'll do sci-fi, nature, metal. Catalyst. We'll give it a luck. Why not? Save his draft. So now we can hop back into Game Maker. Beaver Death. Yeah, Little Legion, that's his title. He's Silas, the Beaver Death. Can I use avatar sound effects on different objects? Use a sword swish for a door open. Ooh, I like where your head's at, Metaverse guy. The answer is currently yes, but you can't publish it. So you can go into the folder structure. So I'm going to just demonstrate it because I've bookmarked this folder structure. So let me just put it up on screen here. So you can go into your Windows folder here, and you can find your local disk where the Sandbox maker is stored. I know you might have to zoom in here. And then you can go into these folders, and you can find the audio folder, which is in the streaming assets, and you can swap out and rename any of these files. And that would allow you to basically use the same sound effect like for attacking, slashing. However, it's not going to publish this. It's not going to keep that, exchange of sounds. But yeah, if you go into the audio avatar folder and you swap out Metaverse guys, so the sword swish, which might be, one of these, attack one. So you take that, you copy it, and then you find the door, which I don't think the door has a sound effect. I could be wrong, but I don't think the door has a sound effect. It does. Yeah, so you would basically take that attack, you would rename it generic door open or generic door close. But yeah, let me know if that works out for you. That's a cool idea. Very cool idea, Metaverse guy. Yeah, so because as you can tell, Metaverse guy, there's the default sounds. So just by renaming one to another, the game maker is like, oh, I'm going to use door open sound, and it plays it, but you did a little switcheroo. You know, you pulled a little shenanigan, and so it's going to be playing a different sound because you renamed it. But yeah, okay, what else? We made our scale. So now that we've made our scale, our dragon scale here, we can take a look at it. Maybe we'll have a bunch of these like scattered on the battlefield. But they're all going to have collectible. Ooh, I think giving it a luck component actually shot myself in the foot because I don't want two. I don't want to pick up two by default. And so if our shields are destroyed, for example, they are going to be dropping that scale. And so if by default it has, you know, a luck component, that means it's going to be dropping more than one. That's okay for now. If anything, I just wanted to test this and kind of wrap up things here. You know, I said wrap up like 50 minutes ago, and we just ended up keeping going. Dragon scale. But yeah, there's a lot of cleanup I'm gonna have to do with, you know, hiding this dragon, making sure the player doesn't get to interact with this dragon, you know, too early. He's huge, so it's like I gotta find a place to hide him. So there's a lot of things wrong, or, you know, that I have to make right. Meanwhile, I do need to destroy this, destroy that, destroy that. Let's just test it real quick. Okay, so we can see he dropped a dragon scale. And if I pick it up, there's only one. So that's a plus. Did it heal me? So he spawned another two. They do in fact heal me. So, how I'll probably approach this fight is maybe have, like, you have to shoot him out of the air. Maybe he'll have, like, an animated breath attack that he'll do, like, 3 times. Like, it's a 3-phase fight. Because right now, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of boring. Like, walking up to him and hitting his toenails. That's kind of boring. Oh, VVox, make sure you back up the sounds. Yes, 100%. Thank you, VVox. Because then you'll have to reinstall if things go poorly. Not allowed all day stream. No, King. No. Do you want to stream, King? I can pass it off to you. Little Legion, does the modded sound go into the draft when you share it? It's just local. It is just local, Little Legion. But it's good for, let's say you wanted to make a cool trailer for your game. That's a great way to make a trailer, is by swapping out the sounds and then kind of like playing through it, getting gameplay footage. But then you have these unique sounds that you yourself added. Oh, VVox dropping the sit. So, did you guys know that I am going to offer, of course you didn't know this, but I'm going to offer for an exchange of 4 creator coins, and this price might change, a custom asset, or I'm sorry, a custom stream avatar. So if you don't know a stream avatar, it's one of these guys. So I think for 4 creator coins, you can have an Among Us themed stream avatar. Let's see if I can swap mine out real quick. So I wanted to make this offer. So check this out. I'm gonna be an Among Us. Woohoo! I'm an Among Us. The colors aren't really good with this. Interesting. But yeah, for 4 creator coins, you can have one of these skins. It's what I'm considering. Because we need to find ways to spend our creator coins. So maybe I can, like, attack Wicked here. And he should pull out a gun. Yep, he just pulled out a gun and shot you. Battle Royale, let's go. Everybody fights to the death. You shot me. It was a shot of love, Wicked. I have a gun. You guys are outmatched, outclassed. Wait, you're ganging up on me. That's not fair. Can I pick myself up and hide me? You guys all started, like, kicking me. Sorry, we're good. There we go. Oh. Go West has a one of the Halo swords. That's not fair. King of Crypto, leave me alone. I have a gun, King of Crypto. Oh, nice. Going for the health pack. Nice try, guy. Yeah, see how not fair that is? I have a gun. GG, go me. Victory! Well played, me. Oh, I can have a pet.
Oh no!
We suck again!
What did you say?
Let's go. Okay. Well, I just wanted to show that off. So I'm thinking 4 creator coins to have a Among Us avatar. But we'll see. And yeah, Tom, I saw your message. Yeah, that works for me. Okay, so we have the scales. So the idea we're going to play with is like he's going to be flying in the sky. And so every time we hit him with an object, so maybe just as an example, we just delete this beaver. We have like a firework. Like maybe this is how we fight this boss. We shoot fireworks at him. Which I might have to end up investing in different fireworks, because this one's for our treasure chest. So I might buy one of the Lululand ones. We got a King of Crypto with the classic movies. Don't we have another one? Oh yeah, we have for free?
For another one.
For free? No, it's on cooldown now. This was Go West's suggestion.
Or
Say what now? You did this, Go West. It's your fault. So we want these fireworks to basically shoot up into the air. Maybe, okay, my mind is racing with battle mechanics now. What if he drops scales and we bring the scales to the fireworks? The scales, when they're detected by the fireworks shoot. And if it shoots something and impacts the dragon, it deals damage to the dragon. So that means there's a couple things that need to be kind of made here. First off, we're going to want an animated decoration, but more specifically, we're going to want a door. So this is something you might have kind of learned in my streams, is doors can also be considered a two-way animated decoration. So, as an example, we can have an idle and a closing. So we can have one that's shooting and one that's just off. So we'll try idle 1 and idle 2. I don't know why there's so many different animations for this firework. Also, that's kind of cool. That's also kind of cool, that interacting with it pushed it itself under me. So if I put myself inside of it, that's neat. That's kind of neat. How could we make this work? We could use that mechanic for something. Because that literally just put me like 5 blocks into the air. So I put myself inside of the asset, then interacted with it, and it pushes me to the top. A boost mechanic, yeah, VOX. Yeah, keeper top shot with the Adam Sandler love. Adam Sandler, like, he tries to make funny movies these days. And I like, he's a family man, you know? He's got good comedy. Keeper top shot, by the way. Did you know that I was showing off NFTs this morning? And I made yours. Do you want to see it? And this is just a rough draft, Keeper. But would love to show, you know, what we made so far. See if you like it. So Keeper Top Shot asked for something sporty and blue. Well, these are rough drafts, so it's not final. And maybe Keeper, like, there's something you'll want to change about it. So check this out. This is Keeper Top Shots. So sporty and blue. Tell me what you think.
oh hey,
Let's Keeper Top Shot.
from Twitch.
What's up?
But it's a work in progress. I think we can add some more to it. Like, especially if you wanted to go, like, for a baseball theme. Like, I have, like, a jersey. Or I could get you, like, one of those, like, varsity sweaters. Love it. Yay. Glad you like it. Looking fly. Let's go. But yeah, we've got a whole assortment of these 3D NFTs. If you guys didn't know, we have a gallery you can check out. Yeah, varsity sweaters. Ooh, okay, Keeper Top Shot. I'll write that down. Because I do have that, you know, asset. And this was just the first one I rendered. So the first sample. Keeper Top Shot, varsity sweater. Yeah, glad you like it. Okay, so this boost mechanic. Another thing is, just because this is kind of a tangent, you know, everything we're doing right now, but I want to see what I can do. It's invisible, but I also don't know where it is, so I'm gonna put a marker on it, such as this sign here. Which I guess I can, instead of making another sign, I can just give this a rarity. So if I stand in this space and interact with it, it sends me flying upwards. So there's a lot of potential here that we just kind of like stumbled on. Having an asset act as like a boost function based on its animation. Cool. I wonder how that might interact with blocks above it. Okay, so now I'm breaking my body. So we can't pass through blocks above. So that's good to know, I suppose. What if it's a thinner layer? Nope. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to set that to the side. That's actually a very neat mechanic. Glad we were testing things here. So we have a static and we have an off. Let's see what those look like. And we have a close. We'll try closing and off. So I think that's more what we're looking for. Except probably the opposite. So like the closing will be the closing animation. Or we can have closing for both. Yeah, it's like a platformer lift. It really is like a unique mechanic that we can use for a variety of things. Like I feel like we could find a use for that. That makes me want to look at other assets to see if we have any other animated assets that could do something similar. So I'm just going to browse my assets real quick. Forgot I had this. I'm going to put that in my swamp area. Just so I don't forget about it. So just going to browse some assets real quick. We're looking specifically for animated assets. And an animated asset that grows larger. Oh yeah, I didn't buy this, by the way. I told myself I was going to buy it, but I haven't bought it yet. This is actually the free version. But this is 200 sand for that character right there. Considering it. I do need to remove some of these from my inventory. This is another one that I was considering buying, but he's 1,000 sand. This guy. I did want to try, now that I'm looking at him. I want to see how he plays as the character. Oh. That's, not great. He doesn't have a roll animation. So you can't really main character him. Like, you can't play as him. The roll animation kind of breaks. But he has cool attacks. Dilectronics! Dude, what up? Dilectronics, now that you're here, I can show off your NFT. I have to piece it together real quick. What up? What up? I do enjoy Nobles here. Or no, that's not Nobles. This is Dilectronics. Yes. But welcome in. Here's the rough draft for Halfd0rk. Feast your eyes. Look away. Drop that dun dun dun. Don't drop that dun dun dun. What do you think, Halfd0rk? That's hot. It's the first draft, so we're still gonna work on it. What is that emote, Go West? What is that? M Beats. Love the jacket. Hey! Loving the jacket. Glad you like it. Take on the head. Yeah, it's old-fashioned computer screen. I was thinking about, something more, modern, sleek, and thin. But it just felt right to have, like, that thick monitor head. It also has a nice contrast, I suppose, with the rest of the piece. But yeah, it's just the first draft. We're going to be working on it some more. And I'll get your feedback, anything you want changed. And that goes for anybody's NFTs that we shared today. But yeah, Halfd0rk, you might find this interesting. This is a mechanic we kind of like stumbled on. Ignore this custom character. But we have a firework that when we turn it on, it animates like that. And so what we found is we can have like a boost platform that has the invisible firework specifically that allows us to kind of get to a new level or perhaps get like aerial kind of an advantage. So you could use this for a variety of different things. It's like an elevator or a boost type function. The six-pack and the pecs. True, Halfd0rk. Just like in real life. But we were just now looking through my inventory to see if I had anything similar to the firework that has an animation that is hidden. So the firework itself, it's like a small collidable box by default. What is this? Sandbox is giving us new things. Basic helmet. Made in the Great Republic. Hello? Guys, this is a new asset that Sandbox is giving us. Basic helmet. That's not a helmet. These are goggles. But then it had this Great Republic. This is what I find interesting. So that's like some lore. This gives me the impression that the scientists have a republic. So we have leather helmet and basic helmet. Why would they call it basic helmet? That's just confusing. That's not a helmet. That is not a helmet. It's equipable? I think so. We can check here. With the head. Yeah, here it is right here. This character is so stupid.
This is fine.
This is fine. So yeah, we have that one. So let's keep browsing. Maybe another new asset will stick out. Bernie Bunny Rabbit. Oh, that's Touche's asset. Berries. That's a Touche asset. Big spider web. Oh, I was testing that. So we're looking for animations. Obviously, you can make your own, which is a big takeaway here. If you have an asset that is hiding an animation inside of a small, like compartment or a platform. Let's say you have all of your pixels are kind of like on one level, below the feet, below the ground level, you could then have an animation attached to the Vox Edit asset that pushes it up. And so that could be used as a platform rather than using like the literal basic platform. I guess I was just seeing if there would be nice as if we could sort by animations. Like some of these, like blocks, for example. This club doesn't have an animation. So it would be nice if we had like a category or a way to search for animated. Electronics, I don't know about that. So that means they're adding an equipable slot, so you can do helmet and glasses? I think it's just the headpiece. I don't see them adding an additional equipment slot. Oh my god. It's amazing. Oh yeah, this was me testing the aura. So you guys might have seen the aura in the shop itself. So I had a test aura. And you could technically put this on any equipment. I know it's ugly, but it was a test. So just having an animated asset that revolves around the player. It looks more like fungus among us. So I just want to see, and we're just going to skim through the... Oh my god, there's a lot of pages. We're skimming. We're skimming. We're skimming. Here's a thought. What if we had a door that opens up, and so we gotta see which direction it's opening. So it opens like this. It's currently blocked. And it opens, and we can see that it opens outward, but at the same time, because of the animation, the collisions would be going out. So if we swap both of these, so it's going to have closing as the opening and opening as the close, and then I'm going to place it on the ground like this. So we can see this is currently in a closed state. So if I stand on it, and I try to interact with it, it won't really allow me to. So the door is a bad example. The firework is much better for this mechanic. So I'm going to keep browsing for any other animated assets that I might have, which I don't think I have any. Well, there's this weapon. So weapons and armor might be different. So let's take a look. We're going to add the door behavior. We're going to save because it just hiccuped a bit. Collisions don't usually work very well with animations. True. Well, yeah, let me know what you figure out, Electronics, with your own tests. I know you two have like a lot of complicated mechanics. I'm always impressed by your work, Electronics. A lifter spring. Yes, I like that thought, Little Legion. You could even have a way. It's almost not really necessary, what I'm thinking about. So we'll need to find some more use cases. But I was thinking like an elevator, like as soon as you cross that threshold, like a wall would prevent you from falling. And so like you'll be pushed up, but then something will catch you after it detects you. So it's going to spawn something. Here, we can actually test that right now. So I want there to be a detector. So we'll have a detector midair. Detector midair. I have to put it over to the side so I can click on it. So this is going to detect the player when we reach the top here. So it'll be speaker. We'll have avatar dot detected. So it'll detect the avatar only when we cross that threshold, which will then spit out that message. And we only want it to occur once, so only once. And then what we can do is we can have another number pad. So we'll do number pad 2. And we should probably remove any excuse me, any collisions on these number pads. No collision. This will be no collision, but we're going to spawn an asset. So it's going to be asset spawner, which will spawn a carpet underneath us. The carpet will be under us. And it's only after that detection. Avatar detected. Let's go ahead and see if this works. So we walk up. Avatar detected. And so that prevents us from basically falling back down onto the previous floor. So that's just an idea, a potential use case. Yeah, like those old school Sonic game springs. That's a good idea. Could you chain 2 fireworks? We could try that. I think it's an idea. See what happens. So right now they are uncollidable. So that is a bit of a problem starting out. So I want to be able to pass through it. And then to hit it again. Okay, so yes, we can do it twice in a row. That's not a problem. But they both have to be kind of like turned off. And so we're turning them on here. So right now they're turned off, on. So there's potential. There's a lot of potential with this. This is a very interesting mechanic. What you could do is you could have it automatically turn off as well. So like you can set up a health timer. A lot of potential. Cool. I'm glad we we found that today. And I hope some of you, maybe invest in a similar asset. I was hoping to find one, like a free one, so you guys don't have to buy this firework. The firework itself is maybe like 10 to 20 bucks. But I wanted to see if there was like a free one that Sandbox already provided. I don't think they did, to be honest. Does this have an animation? Okay, so the safe has something small. We'll test the safe. But that's a default asset. Oh, I wanted to ask if you guys think this is worth it. Is making in-game versions of these NFT portraits. So they're kind of pixely. The alternative is just using the canvas, like a normal canvas. And so just displaying the NFT image. NFT details, no. But yeah, whether or not to have pixelized versions of the NFTs I've made. I'm just curious what you guys think about that. So we want the NFT image. I'll go ahead and pull up King of Cryptos as an example. And so this is part of the reason why I went for the Ethereum chain, because right now, you can't use Mac-based images. Yo, Crypto Funk, what up, dude? Welcome in. So this one, we want resize. So it's basically like, do you have a voxelized image? Or, which you can only go up to 256 by 256 with a voxelized. So I think this is 256. So that's as big as they get. Looks pretty nice though. Hey, hey, hey. Pixelized version because better fit for the TSB games. I think that's a good point, Tom Voxel. So yeah, this does kind of stick out a little bit comparatively. This feels like a better portrait. And so what I was planning to do is basically have this kind of 2-block thick version that then you could change using the animated decoration. So for example, you can go to VVox and everyone would have, you know, the first 1 to 20. Actually, this is a lot of faces. So you can see there's a lot of faces going on. I think I can fix that relatively easy though. Just by giving every single character a small kind of border around them. But I also like the shadow that makes. It kind of makes it pop a little bit more. I keep getting distracted, but at the same time, we're just kind of goofing around. We're just exploring mechanics. But I just wanted to look through the last pages of our library here to see if Sandbox provides anything for free that we could use for that firework mechanic. That way you guys don't have to literally buy it to test it yourself. So let's make like a section for all the things we're about to test. So we had the half pipe, the safe. Hello, what up, Hendrit? Welcome. How you doing? We're testing new things. New mechanics. That's not invisible. So we want an animated asset. Hello there. The angel of my nightmare. Nice to meet you too, dude. Welcome. Forgot to tell me about the colors. I might need your help with that, Vvox. Vvox is like the expert in the room when it comes to me and box edit. As you all know, I spend most of my time in Game Maker. We're gonna try this gate here. That might have potential because it goes up rather than out like the other doors. So again, just looking for animated assets to test using this mechanic that we kind of stumbled on. And like the bigger the animation, the better. So that's why that firework works so well. Is because the animations of it are so explosive, for lack of a better word. And so that sends us flying upward. But again, you can make your own asset relatively easily. And so maybe that's something we can do before we wrap things up today. I was also kind of looking for any new assets that Sandbox might have provided for us. So we did find that they added goggles that they called a helmet. So we're almost to the end of the asset pages. I'm just looking. One last look through. Oh yeah. I made this today. I guess now that I'm pointing it out, I'll show you. I made a sun. That's as big as a circle as I could make. Are you not entertained? I kind of want to use it as like a boss mechanic. Think like Dragon Ball Z, like the Spirit Bomb. I think there's potential. I made the sun. I'm on a computer, Hendro. Desktop computer. I was a video editor, so I have a very nice computer. It's the Eye of Cthulhu. Could be. Hey, Bongali, what's up, dude? Oh yeah, I still haven't put Tricks on this map. Wow, she looks evil. Trix is Panda Pop's character in Dungeons and Dragons. Looks like we've gotten to the end about with all of our animations here, or all of our assets. This is a lady orc. Yeah, Trix looks relatively evil in this lighting. Alright, well, guys, gals, I'm gonna wrap things up. Thank you everybody for watching, by the way. I need like a nap. I didn't get enough sleep last night. Nobody's streaming right now, but I'm not gonna force myself to keep going. So thanks everybody for watching. Yeah, thanks for the extended stream. It's ironic, Little Legion, because I was like promising I was gonna shorten it. Yeah, thank you everybody. You're all too kind. Appreciate the support. Glad we could all learn something new today. What did you say? But yeah, thank you. Metaverse Guy, 9A, CryptoFunk, Tom Voxel, Go West, King Crypto, Wicked, Keeper Top Shot. Thank you. Mongali, Hendro, Do Electronics, Vivox. Rock on, you know it. Little Legion, thank you. Marley Man, my man. Thanks all, have a great weekend. D&D today at 7 p.m. UTC, which is roughly 5.5 hours. So if you come back, pop in, you'll see a couple of the Sand Fam playing Dungeons and Dragons. Laters.